Hello everyone, this is Guillermo of 413 Media Group and I hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday. For today's 413 review, we're going to explore the concept of checking in Filipino martial arts. Let's get it! Now to understand more about checking, let's check out this demonstration of tapi-tapi. On the left hand is Grandmaster Val Pableo and on the right hand side is Master Danny Huertas. Now what I need you to focus on is not the incredibly fast stick work of GM Val nor his fancy footwork, but rather the sound that his left hand or the check hand makes as he taps the forearm of Master Danny. It's a little bit hard to see the movement of his left hand because of how fast he's going, but if you listen to the taps of his left hand, you can hear that he's basically checking the opponent's stick hand multiple times in between strikes. What they just demonstrated is tapi-tapi, which can be summed up simply as a countering drill. Different styles of FMA will define tapi-tapi in their own different ways, but in this particular demonstration of the tapi-tapi drill, in my opinion, it trains the most how you use your checking hand and the very concept of checking. Well, what does check or checking even mean? In other martial arts, say something like Muay Thai, checking a leg kick, for example, can be as simple as lifting your leg up and using your shin to block the opponent's leg kick. Now that applies in FMA as well. A check can be simply putting out your left hand to block the momentum of the opponent's stick hand. So is checking just blocking then? Not quite. It goes way beyond just blocking. If you watch that tapi-tapi clip again, you'll notice that either the left hand is touching the opponent's stick hand or the stick is hitting or touching the opponent. Usually it's alternating. So something is always touching or checking the opponent. So an elementary understanding of checking is that it's just your left hand or the non-weapon hand, but then you add to that the idea that, oh, I can check with the stick hand too because I can use my stick as the extension of my hand to see where the opponent's body positioning is. Now if you go even beyond that, then you'll realize that you can use your shoulder to check the opponent. You can even use your head to check the opponent. It's all about checking the body positioning of the opponent and thus knowing where the attack is going to come from next. And to add another layer of that, eventually, by training your checking enough, you'll be able to direct where the next attack will come. Because you're directing where the attack will come, then you're already ready with a counter. So tapi-tapi is basically a drill that is a fluid alternation between the check hand and the weapon hand, and thus training you to have the coordination to check and counter. So you'll always have the habit of blocking and checking and redirecting and striking and so on and so forth. Now I do not claim to be a master of tapi-tapi at all, and it takes years just to even graze the very tip of the concept of checking and tapi-tapi. So you could pretty much say that it takes a lifetime to master just this concept of Filipino martial arts. Now you can go to different instructors and you'll realize that they have their own way of doing tapi-tapi, and if you mimic their own series of moves, you can, I guess, show off and say, I'm a master of tapi-tapi, but are you really? Because if you're just copying those moves and you're not understanding the concept behind the series of movement, then you won't be able to effectively apply it. Because everyone has their own idiosyncrasies and their own rhythm, their own body type. So with enough practice at a higher level, you'll basically develop your own go-to series of checks and counters and strikes, thus developing your own style of tapi-tapi. And when you get there, then you really start learning. Oh, martial arts, forever a journey. Now I know that's barely an explanation of what checking really is, but it's such a deep concept. But I want to know, what does checking mean for you guys? Let me know in the comments section below. As always, everyone, thank you for watching this video. Please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already, and click that notification bell so that you don't miss our future uploads that comes weekly. All right, I'll see you guys in the next 413 review. Whew. Before you guys go, here's an important announcement. There is going to be a seminar of one of the most dynamic, practical, and yet highly effective martial artists that we know, Fred MASTRO. We have the honor of calling him our brother here at 413 Media Group, and we are recommending you to go to Fred MASTRO's San Diego seminar this coming October 12th. It's the first time he's going to be hosting a seminar down in San Diego, California. The spots for this event is very limited. So check it out now. The link will be in the description box below. Hopefully you can snatch up one of the tickets. All right.